So one of the things that you guys can do at home to help with some of the swelling is breathing. And breathing is very important. And you'll notice that she breathes very much from here. We want you to use this. And I know that sounds silly, but our lymphatic system is what helps to pump some of this extra fluid where it needs to go. And an important part of your lymphatic system is very near to your diaphragm. So as you use it, you encourage that part to activate, and all of a sudden we're pumping fluid just by you breathing, but breathing really well. You can't breathe very well when you're like this, so you have to look straight ahead, have good posture, in through the nose, and just push air out. It'll help you relax. It's also a great way to help manage some pain, right? Because this isn't always super comfortable, I know that. But a great way, a healthier way to do that is with good deep breathing versus a whole bunch of medications, okay? The next thing that I'm definitely going to encourage, and you can get some help from this at home, relax for me, I'll hold you up. The arm's heavy, you don't have to hold it, is we're going to make some circles down here, okay?
Yeah.
Who's supposed to do that?
You.
With this hand?
Yeah. We can make some circles here. I'll do a little bit for now.
Okay.
And then, come closer.
Okay.
Make sure you see. We're just going to do some circles here, right?
I will not let her do it. She has too much work.
Okay. Well, either way,
Forget I'm here.
it's almost like the very light pressures, if you were to kind of almost pet a cat. Very, very light, nothing firm. We're going to just gently work our way up, just like this. Feel fine? Okay. This is just a light stroke, and we're just trying to encourage fluid to come down. Okay?
Shall I put some kind of lotion? Or
Absolutely. You can put lotion on. That's fine.
lotion?
Lotion's fine.
Sounds better, lotion.
Good.
What are you doing now?
I'm trying to move some fluid around. So for stuff to go from here to here, it has to have space. So if we just move it from there, it doesn't go anywhere. But I want to help you move it.
Did you understand this, Ola?
You can listen to it again.
This may not be one that you can do, but it's something that I'll do in here to help reduce some of the swelling in your hand and in your fingers. That works. Yeah. You don't have to arm wrestle me. If I'm too nervous, you might beat me. And this is not hard. This is about,
okay.
It's very, very light. You're not squeezing or pushing fluid. You're just stroking. That's it. And gravity is in our favor here. Now, is this going to get everything all the way up? No, we're just trying to get some of the fluid and some of the pressure out of her fingers and make this a little bit easier for her to do at home. And because we need to move afterwards. We're going to use that movement to sustain some of this reduction and swelling. Okay? Because again, when moving, we're making a pump, right? Now I want you to spread your fingers apart and bring them together. Let's do 10.
This is what occupational therapist
Oh, don't worry, I got more.
wanted me to do.
Okay. Now, we're going to bend to the fingertips. Yes. That's better than when I saw you in the waiting room yesterday. Bend. Tremendous. Now watch right here for me. Go ahead and bend. Can you see that? That's muscle contraction. Those muscles are located right here.
It's the tremor of my fat.
The tremor of the fat. Oh, I tell you what. But that's what's going on. Muscles are contracting and relaxing, and it creates a pump. And it's how we can pump some fluid out of your fingers. Okay? But this is something that has to be done. You have to make these hooks. Okay?
But how do I keep this? What do I keep here around? Another hand?
You have another hand, don't you?
Okay. I want something under this elbow because this elbow is so painful.
That's okay.
Since it was broken.
Wonderful. And bend.
Right.
Beautiful. Get these ones a little further
wow.
back. There you go. Yes. We want those fingertips to bend. When you make a fist with a normal hand, the fingertips will initiate motion, they come down. When your hand is swollen and very painful, you'll see kind of this. We'll see this sort of thing here. We won't see those move. That's why I really want those fingertips to bend. And one of my favorite cues for that is I tell people to pretend that there's a dot on their fingertips. And then there's a dot in their palm, and they're trying to connect the dots. Okay? Wonderful. Now, normally I would tell somebody a number of times per day. You're not going to be able to overdo this. Every hour that you're awake, I want you to use this hand. I want you to bring it up to your face, move your hair away from your ear. I want you to do this exercise. Okay? You can count to 10.
This arm around my face?
Yeah.
And calm myself? Calm?
That's fine, yeah. Use this hand to bring your hand to your face. Wash your face. If you are eating a pierogi, you could try to pick it up with that hand, right? So it's otherwise this hand just sort of stays there. We need to encourage you to use it. And as far out as you are from your surgery, that's perfectly appropriate to do. The biggest things that I don't want you to do, and I already know you're not going to, but I'll say it anyway, is I don't want you to push down or push with that side of your arm. And I don't want you to try to pick up anything really, really heavy, which also I know that you're not going to be able to do. But as we start to gain motion in your fingers, and as we start to do more and more, and as time goes by and those tissues heal, we will be able to do those things. Just not today. Today we really want to start focusing on getting your fingers to bend, reducing the swelling in your arm and your hand, and encouraging you and helping you feel comfortable moving your fingers and feel confident doing so, that you're not going to disrupt anything in here.
So why don't you push this out, right? Do I?
Go ahead and
It's automatically out. Like this wrist. Do I encourage this wrist to go backwards?
Yes, we're about to get to that. I wanted to move your fingers around a little bit more first. Okay? So go ahead and relax for me. Let me move them around a little bit, just to start.
Oh.
What's with
This finger was painful even.
Okay.
That's the thing.
The other thing is you can absolutely wash this hand. You can wash this hand, you can take that splint off and you can wash it.
Up to now, that's right.
Well, we are now good to go.
No washing too much.
I think that was...
She worried about, even now she told me, watch for little openings if you have ones.
Yeah, I don't see any, so
I know, but
we're
she
fine.
said if it's wet, it might open, she said, yesterday.
If it's too moist. So one of the things that we notice why your skin is kind of very...
peeling because it's like a snake.
Yeah, there's part of that, but at the same time it has this sort of sticky feeling. And sometimes if we're staying in the same spot, we're okay, we're fine. If we stay in the same dressing and the same sleeve all the time, right, moisture develops, and that can make our skin more susceptible to breaking. And I think that's what she's talking about. But right now it looks good. But this is another reason why if you're sitting at home in your chair and you're not moving, I want you to take that splint off, and I want you to move your wrist, and I want you to move your hand. And honestly, it's fine for it to be exposed to air instead of cramped up in the same exact sleeve. And I'm going to give you some extra sleeves to change when they feel wet or moist. Everyone sweats in those splints, okay?
Oh, at home sometimes they are so swollen that I put on that black thing and just wrap up with Band-Aid because I cannot sleep, I'm in pain.
Yeah. I'm going to give you a little glove to wear that you guys can slide on together. It has a little bit of light compression in it, and it will help keep fluid from pooling down here, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, that one's going to be the troublemaker. That's going to be the big troublemaker. I know. Okay, so, I want you to... okay.
My thumb is... Oh.
You're doing all right. So, see my fingers?
Yeah.
Curl. Excellent. Curl further. Good. How about some nice smooth breaths in through the nose? Very good. That's better. Good. And you can see the skin macerated here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fancy word for too much moisture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's also why we need to start to get your thumb out and away from your index finger. It's okay, it will go. Just let me move it. It will be surprisingly not as painful as you think. Again, moving your thumb is not going to do any harm to your wrist.
Thank you for the explanation, because I just worried about.
No, you should have. This is understandable. That's okay. But that's why I have a job. That's why I'm here for you. All right. Yeah. Like I said, we will do this together. Good teamwork. How about a couple more breaths? Good.
How about this thumb? Shall I do the same exercise for this thumb?
We can. The exercise that you're going to do at home is you're going to try to touch.
Yeah.
The next one. We can do it today. We can do it. We did it. Told you we would do it.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh.
Holy moly, I know.
Oh my goodness. You are the magician.
And now on your own. Go ahead. Good. Next one. Good. Next one. Good.
Oh, cadaver.
You did great.
Frankenstein, the bionicle. Bionicle.
The bionicle bit. Good. Again, all the way. Reach, 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 reach. Keep it touching, keep it touching. Yes. Back up.
Up. Let me breathe for a second now.
Good. Hey. Better than you think?
I don't want to breathe
You are?
in your mouth.
Oh, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be just fine. Okay. So, turning the palm up is gonna be the hardest thing for us to do. Well, when I say up, I mean like palms up, like you're holding on to something in your palm and you want to see it, or you're holding a bowl of soup. The way to work on this is if your arm is at your side, okay, and it has to stay at your side, and you try to turn the palm up.
I see.
And you can take your other hand.
I'll make sure that they recorded this. I may
Yes.
forget.
Yeah. We get great video footage. I'm going to be famous on video here. Okay, palm up. Beautiful. Now, take this other hand for me. And bring it over here and just right down here at your forearm, not at your wrist. A little lower, a little lower. There you go. Go ahead and turn it. Marvelous. You had no idea that you could do that. But you can. And it's just a way of helping. Okay? Very good. Wonderful. And as you're helping, try to turn it on its own as well. You try to turn with this one, and this one helps. They're both working together.
So this spot is always red.
It's okay. We have bony spots right there. All of us do. It's just this one has some more swelling to it. And also, I have a funny feeling this might be a tiny bit redder, just because you've been wearing your splints so much, and it rubs back and forth.
Something chipped, and she couldn't do that much.
That's okay. That's okay.
She told me.
And that's all right if that happens. Yeah, that's okay. They'll do that, and it's not something that you actively have to worry about. If there was something you had to worry about with moving this, we would definitely tell you. Right?
Yeah, she's so.
Sometimes surgeons are they're very brilliant, and they are bound by telling you every single thing, and as they should. But sometimes what happens is if we focus on every single thing, that's all we focus on instead of what we can do. We think about all the things that we can't do.
No, she's good because
she's wonderful.
She didn't look at my age and she did the surgery.
Yeah.
Dr. Uma said, well, in your age you may not need surgery.
Well, okay.
Probably,
Now this wrist. This is what we need to do. Back and forth this way. Back and forth this way. Okay?
I'm helping with his hand.
You got it. Go ahead. You're up. Yes. Yes. Gentle. An easier way to do
Why are
this.
you gentle with me?
An easier way to do this is if this is over the edge of something, let it fall down and then you can help. So if this were the table or the knee, right, we could just put a couple fingers and help, right? Okay? Preferably, you know, at the edge of a table. So if we did this next time, we'll be at an edge, we'll be on this side, and you could do that, okay? Now this one, we call this the prayer stretch. So put these hands together for me. Okay. Now all I want you to do is bring them a little bit closer.
I don't pray recently.
That's okay. That's fine. No worries. This is an exercise. This isn't religion. I just want you to have some support to push this back this way. Tremendous. Very good. Now what I want you to do is I want you to hold, and I want you to look up, and I want you to take nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Very good. It's very easy to add a lot of tension. See how those shoulders drop down? Good.
Yeah, I know.
This is much easier to do. Yeah.
Shoulder.
Very good. Good. Now I have one more challenge for you, so hang with me. Okay, you've done very, very well.
Okay.
And we have a little bit more to do. I don't have anything yet.
Oh, okay.
I have to go.
Oh, okay. Right.
I'll be right back.